We will come to now item number 11, the announcement of the constitution of various financial and non-financial committees of the Assembly and the panel of chairman for the year 2025-26. Honorable members, the list of committee members are already uploaded in the system, and so I will not read out the names of the committee members since it is already laid for your reference. However, in regard to this item number 11, I would like to take this opportunity to express that on the 60th year of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, we are very privileged and happy to announce the formation of two new Assembly committees very pertinent to contemporary challenges and requirements of the state. Number one, the Committee on Environment and Climate Change, as just announced by the Honorable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. Number two, Committee on Urban Local Bodies and Nagaland Village Councils, vis-a-vis the Nagaland Municipal Act 2023 and the Nagaland Village and Tribal Councils Act of 1978, amended up to 2022. The necessity to create the two new Assembly committees emanates from the fundamental essence of Article 371A, the uniqueness of our social fabric and the continuous effort of the honorable members of this august House to take governance to our people necessitated the emergent requirement of the formation of these two committees. With a global perspective, I hope the members of the committee will persevere in addressing regional issues of our state. I also sincerely express sincere thanks to Honorable Minister, Honorable Shri Keji Kenye, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Power, and the honorable members of the Rules Committee in expressing your support and achieving this significant feat together. Now, honorable members, as there are no unfinished business listed for the day, that brings us to the close of the sixth session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. During the 5-day session, we could successfully transact all the business listed, and I'm pleased to note the active participation of honorable members and commitment to the responsibilities entrusted to us while demonstrating a shared commitment in discussing and engaging in matters of vital importance. I also take this opportunity to share my personal view on the budget that was presented for the year 2025-26. I strongly feel that the budget presented is one of the most holistic budgets presented to this august House. It signifies a resurgent Nagaland and a transformed Nagaland in the coming days with all the challenges. I must sincerely thank the Honorable Leader of the House, who is also the Minister in charge of Finance, Deputy Chief Ministers and the Council of Ministers, and honorable members in coming up with such a far-sighted budget. Your sincerity towards our people is reflected in the concerns and focus areas of the budget. From this privileged chair bestowed upon me with trust by this august House, I can witness the silent yet very significant transition that our state is undergoing under a stable government led by the Honorable Leader of the House, Honorable Chief Minister, and his seasoned Senior Council of Ministers and Advisors. The future will remember this moment and period of transformation. I also would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the honorable members for your cooperation in maintaining the decorum, the sanctity of the House, and efficiency of our proceedings. It is my earnest hope that we continue to uphold this commendable tradition of constructive engagement in the future. Apart from the question hour, we have deliberated on several pressing issues of paramount importance to the state, requiring the immediate attention of the government. In these 5 days of sitting, we could pass 8 bills apart from many other subjects requiring urgent attention of the government. We could also take up 5 subjects of paramount importance for discussion under Rule 50 and Rule 54, respectively. It is also encouraging to witness our honorable members utilizing the medium of 0 hour to highlight pressing and emerging issues that impact the welfare of our people. I also thank the honorable members for your reference to the rules of procedure. I urge more participation and meaningful contribution from all of you in the future. Before I adjourn the House, I take this opportunity to extend my sincere appreciation to the Chief Secretary and his team of officials, the Director General of Police, the Armed Forces, the Paramilitary Forces, for their invaluable assistance in ensuring the smooth conduct of the House proceedings. I also acknowledge the medical team for their unwavering dedication to the well-being and safety of our senior honorable members. My appreciation further extends to the media fraternity for their role in disseminating the proceedings of the House to the people. I reserve my deepest gratitude for my officers and staff, led by the Secretary in charge, whose dedication and meticulous efforts have ensured the seamless transaction of this 6th session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Honorable members, with no other unfinished business before this House, I now adjourn the 6th session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly Sine Day.